everyone, I'm Allie. Join me as I show you how to create this crisscross crust bracelet. Lots of tongue twisters there. If you need these supplies, go ahead and look below the video. In the description of the video, we'll give you links to get back to our website, which have the full quantities and everything listed so you can get those if you need them. Gather up your supplies and let's get started. So to begin, we need the base of our bracelet, which is going to be some RounDuos and PieDuo beads, and then we'll decorate the top, changing out that X for a Monte and getting a little bit more shine and bling. I have PieDuos, RounDuos, 15 O's here, and Delica beads. I have some size 8 dragon thread, and I'm going to put a stop bead at the end of that 5 feet of size 8 dragon thread and my size 11 needle. From here, we are going to begin with our RounDuo. I'm going through and I want you to think of it as hole number 2. Hole number 1 is going to be empty. From here, pick up 2 15s. Then you're going to pick up your PieDuo from the inside of the pie, or the point going out towards the crust of the pie. We're not going to cut off the crust because everybody knows the crust is kind of pointless. You need the filling, in my opinion here. Maybe I just haven't had good crust. We're going to then come down through the exterior hole, through that second hole back towards the center, after adding a 15, a Delica, and a 15 to our thread. From here, we are going to add 1 and 2 15s along with a new RounDuo bead, and then 1 and 2 more 15s. Once we have those 2 15s on the thread, let that drop down next to your project, and we're going to pick up our next PieDuo. Once again, going in from the center towards the crust, 15 Delica and 15 go on your thread and needle, and we're coming back through that PieDuo. Nice tight pull. And then to bring it all to center and get our first unit, we are going to add 2 more 15s, and we're going to go through that same hole of the PieDuo, making sure, or sorry, of the RounDuo, making sure we're not going through that stop bead, but in that same area. And that gets us started. Now what we're going to do is progress on and continue making this as the base. You are going to go up through those first 2 15s, and I see I have a third one in there. So bear with me, you get to watch it here just because it's a sample piece. Normally take off your thread and needles, take that bead off. I'm going to break that 15 out off. Pull nice and tight. That can damage your thread, that's why you don't want to do it. I'm going to go back through those 15s, up through the PieDuo, nice tight pull, through the 15 Delica, 11, 15, down through the PieDuo, through the 2 15s, and out through the RounDuo. And this is RounDuo number 2. From here, we are going to add 1 Delica bead, go down through RounDuo hole number 2, add 1 more Delica bead, go back up through RounDuo hole number 1. That puts a Delica bead on both the top and the bottom of the RounDuo in between those holes. Go through the Delica, back through the RounDuo again, and out. Now you've got that Delica bead almost working and hanging out on the top and the bottom. Now we proceed just like we did previously. 2 15s, up the PieDuo, 15, Delica, 15, down through the PieDuo, then once again 2 15s, a RounDuo, 2 15s, a second PieDuo through the bottom towards the crust, add on top of the crust your 15 Delica 15, down through the PieDuo, again through the opposite side. 2 more of our 15s go on, and then we're going back to that RounDuo that our thread is currently coming out of, sewing into the opposite side, and that is our second one of our units. Again, now getting back to starting again, up through the PieDuo, across the top of the PieDuo. If your thread matches exactly, you don't have to go through the seed beads. You can go through the seed beads, up to you if you want to hide the thread more. I go down through the 15s after the PieDuo, through the RounDuo, and out. Make sure you're not coming out through the 15s because you do not want those connected. I'm going to add a Delica bead to the bottom, Delica bead to the top of that RounDuo, back through the Delica bead, back through the RounDuo, and there we go, ready to go in and add our next unit. Continue this the whole length of your bracelet and we'll get ready to put on the clasp and come back and decorate. Do you want to know how to save over 50% on jewelry making kits? With the monthly kit subscription, you'll get 3 new kits for as little as $49.99. Remember, that's for 3 kits. That's a savings of up to $70 per box, plus you get free domestic shipping. This month, we have our best ever deals for new subscribers, including free tools, added boxes and kits, and even our ultimate beading kit for annual subscribers. Visit PotomacBeads.com/subscribe or click on the link in the description. Once you have your pie in place here and the length of your bracelet done, we're going to get ready to add our button to this end. Coming out of my last RounDuo, I'm adding 3 15s, 1 of my Delicas, 2 15s, going up through the center of my cup button. I'm going to add here a 1 15, 1 Delica, 1 15, come back down through the button. Now, if you have a button like this, some of them have larger holes if you're working with a button, and you just want to make sure that 15 is not falling through. Coming out the back, add 2 more of your 15-os. So down through the 11, because we're getting a nice V shape here. And you're sewing down through that 11-o Delica, which now has 2 pieces of thread through it. Nice tight pull to get rid of all that extra thread. 1, 2, 3 more 15s get added, and we're sewing into the opposite side of our RounDuo. That attaches the button here on this end. We are going to be coming down the project, adding in the Montees and the sides, but I'm going to reinforce going back up through that V that we've created, going through the button, through the seed beads at the top, down through the button on the opposite side, which can be a little bit tricky. Sometimes you need to go through, and then down through the opposite side. And you can also see if you love the bracelet just as is, without getting more intense in this seed beading. This is also just a fun bracelet. You can go along the sides, connecting the Delicas, kind of however you want. We're going to get ready to get started by going through our RounDuo bead there and up through our first one of our Delica beads. There we'll get ready to do some of our crisscrossing and get ready for our design. Coming out that RounDuo bead, we're going to form our outer section here, and we're going to be coming back down the opposite side doing the same thing. So we're heading in one side here, coming out the RounDuo bead. I went through the Delica bead. I added 6 15-os and I went through the Delica bead at the top. 6 15-os through the Delica bead. 6 Delica, 6 Delica. So I'm doing that the whole way along the top. If you want a tighter feel and more of a deep V shape, go from 6 and do 5 of your 15-os. That will get you a little bit of a deeper V. When you're up here at the top, make sure you're just going through the Delica bead and you're keeping those seed beads to the top of the design. You can see that nice tight pull that I'm doing after each one. Again, making sure that after I put my seed beads on, they're staying to the top of that PieDuo bead, getting that shape. I'm going to continue the whole way down the right. We'll add a loop for the clasp and then we'll come down the left. So after doing the little peaks and the sides of that mountain there, we are coming out of our last RounDuo. I have on 3 15s just like the other side, 1 Delica just like the other side, and then 35 15-os on my thread and needle. I'm going to then come back down through that Delica bead, making sure that your button can fit inside of that. If your button's a different size, you may need a different size loop. 3 seed beads go on, I go into that RounDuo, and I still need to come down thread and needle wise, but I might as well go ahead while I'm here, reinforcing the clasp, taking the needle and thread through all of those seed beads that I added. Now, very important when you are reinforcing the clasp like this, you want to make sure that you don't miss a bead, because by accident, if you miss a bead, your nice rounded loop is going to have one bead that sticks out a little bit. And you may not notice when it's on, but you're going to notice when it's not on, and it's possibly going to drive you crazy. So try not to miss a bead, because then it sits kind of like that. Alrighty, coming back down then, we are going to go into the opposite side here of the 15-0s, into the RounDuo, out the RounDuo, flip to this side here, and now we're going to do the same thing on the way back. Going through the Delica, 6 15s go on, whole way down, connecting inner and outer Delicas. So into here, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, up to the Delica, 6 more. You get the picture. Into the Delica, and then you're continuing on, which is going to frame out your PieDuo beads on either side. All right, we're back up at the top, and we are going to get ready to connect to the 11-0s in the center and place our lovely Montees. In the sample version here, you can see I did 2 15s, 11-0s kind of crisscrossing in the middle, and I thought how pretty it would be with some Montees in the middle. So we're going to switch out the 11-0s for the Montees. Coming back after that last one of my Delica beads, I'm going to go through my last RounDuo bead, and I'm not going to bother yet to reinforce my button yet again, because I still need to come back up through the project. Through, oops, wrong needle. Be nice if I was grabbing the needle connected to the thread. Through the RounDuo. Nice tight pull. You'll notice the ones at the end kind of sit a little bit more wide open. That's just because of the way the Delicas are sitting. And you're stepping up from the Delica here now along the side of the RounDuo. And we are going to get ready to do our crisscross effect. As we crisscross, we are going to be going and coming down through the opposite side. So we're going to be going opposites, and then we'll come back up and do the opposite way. Coming down the project now, you can see 2 15s, followed by a Delica, followed by a Monte, another Delica, 1 and 2 15s. Then you're coming down through the Delica, going over to the next Delica. We're going back and forth across the project. It's going to pull these peaks in a tiny bit. Pull it so that the Delicas that sit on the RounDuos sit nice and centered kind of on the RounDuo. And then what we'll do is we'll come back and we will form the opposite side, getting that full crisscross. Putting the last Monte in place here, we're bringing our thread and needle down towards the bottom. This is our last time we're here towards the top, so you will take this opportunity to go up through your RounDuo, up and around the loop, and then tie off that starter thread that's there at the bottom. And then we're going to, after tying that off, come down the opposite side and connect to that Monte as well. Coming back down the end now, I have 2 15s, one of my Delica beads, and then I'm going into the opposite side of the Monte on that crisscross, making sure then and setting that it sits straight. Coming out the Monte, we're going to exaggerate that prong again with another one of our Delica beads, and then come on down with the Delica bead down the opposite side. That sets the Monte, makes that really X'd in there and the focus. And we are just coming down, doing the exact same thing down the opposite side, really kind of pulling it all tightly into place, right down through. And when we were doing the thing earlier too, like, keep in mind you can stop this in a number of different places and start this. If you don't love the seed beads going along the side, you don't have to do those. You can kind of make it of your choosing and how you want it to look as you're coming down and doing that cross section. All right, time for the grand finale. Going up through that last one of our Delica beads. And you can see how pretty this is and kind of has almost like a ginkgo leaf look on the sides here. We are going to go up through the clasp, reinforcing one more time. It gets a little tight in the 15-0s versus 11-0s. So that's why sometimes You don't want to force the needle through, but you might want to switch out to a thinner needle to do so. I'm coming down the opposite side now. And then last thing I need to do is just tie off my thread ends and burn anywhere that I added thread. I did add thread. I have a couple videos on how to add thread, but I added thread also because I usually start out with less than my recommended 5 feet. I always say 5 feet because that's the max amount that I like to hold when I'm working, that I don't feel like I'm all thumbs getting things tangled. 5 feet is kind of my wingspan, about 5'5". But I do not love having all that thread going through every single bead and pulling it through everywhere. So I tend to just try to use that minimum amount. All right, so coming down here, I've come through the button, reinforcing, gets tight, so I kind of need to move my beads off to the side, go back through my Delica here, wiggle that through, pulling that through. See, sometimes I pull with the pliers as well. If there is resistance, don't pull, because what's going to happen is you are going to crack your 15 OC bead. The 15 O's are easy to crack because they're thin glass. So, all right, now I'm going to go through the RounDuo here, flip my bracelet to the back, wiggle my needle through, pulling that thread to the back of the bracelet. I'm not sewing through anything, I'm just getting it to the back. From here then I'm going to sew underneath a bridge thread. So I'm going to go back down through my RounDuo, through the opposite side. So underneath the thread that connects the PieDuo to the 15s right there, I make a loop. I'm going to sew through that loop once. I'm going to sew through that loop 2 times. That's going to create a little sewer's knot there. I give a nice tight pull, sew a little bit more into the bracelet, tie off one more time, and burn. And that is going to be how you finish up this brilliant design. Thanks so much for joining me in this Crisscross Crust Bracelet. Can't wait to see all the different colors that you guys create. So make sure to share photos in our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making. This community is absolutely amazing, and I love seeing everyone share, inspire, give advice, and build each other up. Remember, if you haven't yet also joined the community, hit that little subscribe button so you don't miss anything here from PotomacBeads and that amazing community. As always, thanks so much for watching. Give a little thumbs up and comment if you want to about the more video styles and everything that you would love to see. Thanks so much, and get ready for more inspiration to come.